Okay, hi guys and welcome back to the channel. We are doing part 2 of all my completed pages so far. So I'm going to get straight into it. Obviously the intro and explanation was in part 1. I have my 3 derya cakirsoy books first. So we'll do these in order. I've got book 1. Got one page done in this, and she's kind of along the lines of Christine Karen for me. Same sort of style, same sort of pictures. Definitely one of my favourites. Let's reduce that brightness down. And I love working in these. I do like how she turned out. This is Brute Funa square pencils, if I remember right. Not totally sure. Again, it's an early picture, so you know, my skin's not quite as brave as it could have been. I love the 2 different hair colours I've got, and I really like the dress. Again, we've just got a little bit of see-through fabric, which I hope, you know, you can kind of get that impression from the pattern behind it. And I did not do a background because quite a lot of the time I'm not feeling it. So that is that one. You may hear snuffling sounds in the background, and it's my dog. I have Colour and Chicks book 2 by her as well, and in this book I've just done this page. This is a colour along. We did this in either 2 or 3 parts, I believe, on the channel. I'll link all the videos I mentioned below, so I will link part 1 of the colour along for this one in case you're interested, in the description box below. This is Prismacolor pencils. I believe the hair is the Lyra Rembrandt, maybe. And I love how she turned out. I love her eyes, that little bit of green reflection from the greenery around her, and I improved my lips with this one. Again, the skin's maybe a little bit less brave than it needs to be, but I do like how she turned out. The last of hers, I have her book 5, which is from Halloween to Christmas, and I've got 1 page done in here. Really fun. I believe I worked in this in a live, and we did this one, this Halloweeny one, which is Halloween Candy. Love how she turned out. Can't remember which pencils I used, but probably Prisma. I believe the hair is Polychromos. And the background is soft pastel. Really fun. I like how I added the light source. I love her hair. I like this black grey combo, and I do like the purples in this. And that is that one. So from there, I have my Hannah Lynn pages. I've worked in 3 of her books. And again, I've got this Whimsy Girls Around the World, and I've done 1 page in here. Really fun page. I love how this one turned out. This is an alcohol marker base because these pages, they're pretty big, and without that they just take forever. I've got some white gel pen on the water and the glass, some chrome pen for the windows, and then can't remember what pencils these actually are, but again, that will be in my colour combo videos. I will link the playlist for that below. I like how she turned out. I must admit, the nose I added, I like it, but they do look a little bit alien with the big Hannah Lynn eyes and the little noses, but did my best. I'm not the best at facial features, so that is her. She is a more recent one. This is a much older one that I did probably a couple of years ago now, and this is actually following a colouring tutorial by Lucy Just Adds Colour here on YouTube. Love her colour alongs, and I did follow this one. I believe this was done with the Derwent pastel pencils, which they don't love the Amazon paper totally well, so they're not aging too brilliantly, but that you can kind of see the effect. and I managed to copy quite a lot of what she did, so I was quite pleased with the page that I created. In hindsight, obviously, nowadays I would do my background probably in ink or gel crayons, just because on this paper it's much easier. But that is the only page I've done in there. And then I have Enchanted Faces, and this has been in my books to finish for quite some time, and because of that fact, unlike most of my other books, this has actually got quite a lot of finished pages. So most of these are alcohol marker based, except for the hair, which I tend to just colour in pencils, and then I do pencil over the top. My skin is either pencils or marker, and a lot of the time I'll acrylic background, just put paint down. I did draw in the details on that moon there, and I'm just gonna quickly flip through and show you what I have completed in here so far. This is Luminance. She turned out really well. She's an early one. Can't remember which pencils, but this was before I used to really draw in any features. Got glossy accents over the eyes. She's more recent. This is Prismacolor with some white gel pen outlining in the sky. Love how she turned out. Prisma does give a nice effect on Amazon paper. You get a really nice easy blend. I've got this little page. She was Castle Arts, I believe, and not my favourite. She's an early one, but you know, it's still part of my journey. From there, a little bit more recent, she's alcohol marker with the Artex pencils over the top. I think it's Artex. Her skin's not great. She was not the correct skin tone. Not a good choice of brown for the skin there. It's not my best skill. Did this quite some time ago. Love how she turned out. Lots of white gel pen. Just to lighten up those feathers and those clouds. Just a basic alcohol skin wash. I love the pink and blue eyes. Another more recent one. She's one of my favourites. Again, alcohol marker base with pencil. This, I think we did this one together. Don't totally remember, but if we did, I will pop it down below. These are all buddy colour pages in this book. I have a little group and we work together. The 5 of us now on these pages. Love this hair colour combo here. Love this one. Do believe I showed you how I colour fairy wings using this page. We'll link that video down below. Really like how she turned out. Another early page. Do like this, really cute, but the polychromos absolutely chewed up this paper. It's so wrinkled, but do love how wintry it looks with this blue hair. Just added some white gel pen there to make it look like there's snow on the trees, and fluffed up this little bird. Love her eyes. She's they're like demon eyes, very weird. Like an orange centre to them for a bit of fun. Love this hair combo. I use this quite often. Another more recent one. Do believe that's the Artex pencils. Love how this turned out. Do like the colour combo for that hair. Another one that I like. Quite a lot of alcohol marker in the background. Love how this wood turned out. This is my most recent one, and I do actually like how she turned out in the end, to be honest. Wasn't sure for a bit there. Another one I did a while ago. I'm rushing through these because I have shown you these pictures often enough. I absolutely love this one. I love this hair colour and the combo on this bird as well. I do share all these in my colour combo videos as always. One of my really early ones. Another early one. Just love this hair combo. I do like her. I like this blondie brown hair combo as well, and the red on here. Very steampunk. I believe this is the last one. Again, that hair combo, a little bit different. There's some pink in this one. Another more recent one, I believe. So that is my Hannah Lynn box. From there I have some Selena Fenwick pages. So I have 4 books of hers. I've got this Grayscale Minis. I didn't realise she has quite a few mini books, and I'm considering getting a couple of her others. I just have this cute little girl here. I did her some time ago. She is the Brute Funa Black Barrel pencils, I believe. I've also got this Fedorables Minis 2, which these are super cute, to be honest. I've got this cute unicorn here. That is the Spectrum Noir colour blend and some of the Derwent Artist pencils. I've got the Grayscale Gothic edition. Did this quite some time ago. Absolutely love how her clothes turned out in this, and the dragon, to be honest, as well. Just a nice simple grayscale conversion there. I really love how she turned out. And then the last one I have is Memories Wake Victorian Romance, also a grayscale edition, and again just got that really beautiful dress in the pale pinks. Just added a little bit of a glow around her, added some grey to her hair, and to be honest I left the background alone. I just added a very pale purple alcohol marker to the background and some greens to this. Really simple but effective page. I do believe we coloured this in a live where I showed you how I tackle grayscale. Okay, then from there we have one of my favourites, my Reptiloids. Again, I do have a video showing my progress in this book, so I will just very quickly show you the pages. I do have a speed colour of this where we colour this page together on my channel. Love this book. I've done lots of pages in here. I do have a little buddy group. There's 4 of us that work in this one as well. Love this page. This is one of the first color-alongs I did on my channel. I will link that down below as well. Got this cute little Halloween guy. I didn't mark them because there's so many, so this is probably one of the very, very few times I've actually used my Rogeton pencils. They never see a lot of use. I've got that and the Luminance on here. Alcohol marker base, Artex pencils. This is Holbein, I believe, and Polychromos. These are some of my more recent pages. Love this one. This is Luminance. More recent, Brute Funa Square. Luminance and something else which I can't remember. No, Holbein and Brute Funa Square, I think, actually. This is alcohol marker with Artex pencils over the top. I love this one. This is the Spirafarben. one of the first pages I did in here, Brute Funa Square, I believe. And again, another very early page I've done in here. That brings us, that is my Reptiloids book. I do have the second one of that now. I haven't worked in it yet though, unfortunately. Right, let's pull this pile up and we will go through these. So I've got some very fun Carla Magana pages. I have worked in 3 of her books so far, so just quickly show you. These are just very simple alcohol marker pages. So we have her Spooklet sketchbook. Done quite a few in here now, as this is one of my books to work in. Just love to have really basic fun in these books. They're so relaxing. They turn out so striking. You can really kind of play with your colour palettes, I think, more than anything. Like, you know, learn to create cohesive colour palettes that work well together. Is the best way to play with these books. I believe that's it. From there, I have a page done in her Wee Wickeds, just the one. I've got this rather cute and unusual bat page done. This isn't my favourite of hers. I prefer the ones with portraits in. The other of hers, I have Hot Tropics. I've got a few done in this one, I believe. This one. Don't know why I haven't marked this book like all the rest. And I've got this one. And I believe... oh no, and this one. And yeah, that is it for hers. I've got a page in Julia Sperry's Whimsical Wonders. Again, a very early page, not the best colour palette, but I was practising skin and I do quite like how that turned out. I've got a fun little page in Pastel Goth. Just playing and practising with alcohol markers. We did this as a video together where I show you how I shade with alcohol markers. I've got a simple page in Vintage Friendship Grayscale by Rachel Mintz, and we have this cute little guy. Again, I believe we did this together as a colour along on the channel. If we did, and I'm not making that up, I will link it in the description below. I've got Die Welt unter the Loop Zealand for Rita Berman, and I've just got 2 pages done. These are very early pages where I'm definitely still learning colour palettes and what works and what doesn't, and kind of finding my style. We've got Ruth Sanderson's The Snow Princess, another early colour along on the channel. I'll link that below. She was very fun to work in. Really love how she turned out. I've got this kind of front cover page in Drommenbanger by Tomislav Tomic. Not my favourite, but it's a completed page, so what can I say? From there, I've got Yampuffs Dreams collection. I've got 1 page done in here. I love this page, and this was done with you guys as a colour along in a couple of parts, I believe. I'll link that below as well. Love how she turned out. So we added in all the details for the skin to make her look a little bit more fleshed out. Wanted her to look like a mannequin, so went with the grey. And I have Helena Lazareva's Ladies of Nature Grayscale. I've done 1 in here, very unusual book this. So we have this fun page that was done with the Pablo pencils, I believe. And from there I've got 2 Karlon Douglas books. I've got Women of Fantasy, and I love this page, love how she turned out. I really like the fur. Skin not so much, but my fur I think I really got that just right. That's in pencil. The fabric turned out really well as well. So I like that one. And then in Dream World by him I've got a few. So we do have this slightly failed page. My alcohol marker blender didn't work wonderfully well in this. These are all really early pages. I've got this fun little page here, just alcohol markers with a bit of pencil over the top. I love this page. This is an early colour along on my channel. I'll put that in the description box. We do colour this one together in a couple of parts. Love how the bunnies turned out and these flowers. And another very early colour along on the channel. That might be the Castle Art pencils, possibly, I believe. Not sure. And again, an early colour along on the channel, showing you how to use markers on your grayscale pages. I just used a fine liner for the leaf detail for that. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. I've got Camilla Derrico's Cute and Creepy, and this was kind of one of those forever whip pages that I managed to finish a little bit back. We cracked this whip together on the channel, so that is another video where we finished him off. He's just a gel crayon background and I believe the crayon pencils. I've got some kind of mousse medium on there that I'm not sure. It might be the Nouveau mousse that I put down over the wings. Let's see, a very early page in Christina McAllister's Lost Lumina. This was the original Brute Funa round barrels. I did not love this paper at all, but I like how it turned out in the end. It was rather a labour of love though to get the effect that I wanted. Really early on, you can see just early blending, just early practice. I've come a long way since then, I think. Well, I say that and then I've got this page. This is a more recent one. This is Chris Roydell's The Da Vinci card, and I do have a video showing you the battle of this shiny paper. It's like magazine paper. And yes, you could just put gesso over the top of this and cure all your ills, but I wanted to experiment with different mediums without doing that. So we had a play, and he turned out, you know, he's livable, he's okay, and it's not, he doesn't want to make me want to rip him out of the book, but it was quite difficult to work on. I've got the Tiny Little Horrors colouring book by Glindent Books, and I've got this cute little page. I think this was Luminance pencils, along with something else, I believe. Can't actually remember now. My stripy mouse. I do like how he looks like a little gel mouse. And then from there, I've got Denise Klett's Gnomes in the Neighbourhood, and the only one of her pages I've ever worked on, which is this. This is an early page. This will be either Ortiz or Expert or Black Widows, because that's what I had then. No background, because I never did them. And then I've got this Heather Valentin Illuminations, and it's gone the way of most of the Johanna Basfords, and the pages are very yellow in this, but I've just done the title page. Again, very early, just starting to learn to blend and shade, and not the best colour palette in the world, but I tried. Right, from there we have my Jade Summer Grayscale collection. I have a Chibi Horror. I'm going to flip backwards if it's alright, because it's easier. I'm just going to do these quite quickly because they're just very simple pages. I've got most of these are buddy colours, and I just use alcohol markers. Really fun, relaxing pages. I'd love to work in these books. Love how she turned out. The grayscale does all the work for you in these. And you can just play with, she's my most recent. Choosing different colour palettes. And as you can see, I've done quite a lot of the pages in this one. And you can really have fun with these. My Chibi Christmas, I've just got a couple done. It might only actually even be one. I've got this one done. Yeah, I think that might be it. Just not a big Christmas. Oh, and this one, not a massive Christmas colourist, as you can see from most of my completed pages. Yep, just those two. My Chibi Girls is quite a similar story. I've got quite a lot of completed pages in this one. I have the 2-in-1, so it's got books 1 and 2 in it. One work in progress that needs sorting out. Fun page there. I love to add a bit of acrylic paint pens to these, some glossy accents over the eyes, white gel pens to embellish, a little bit of glitter maybe, but apart from that they're just alcohol marker. That's that one. I do have Cute Witches as well by them. Just got a few done in here. My challenge in here is to give each witch a different colour. So I have this orange witch. These are the Touch New markers which bleed onto everything, so I no longer have those. This purple one. She's a blue teal, blue turquoise maybe, blue, we'll go with blue. Those are the three in there. I've got the Nightmare book by them. I love this book. It's really, really fun. Do believe this is one of the ones where there's 2 copies of each, so my pages are further in. Always turn out very striking, these. That is all I've done in there. I've got fairies. I believe I may have done all of about one page or two maybe in here. Got that one. I did actually do some pencil over shading over the top of that one. And with this one, especially the hair, that is a really early one of my pages. I think that might be all I've done in there. Yeah. I've got their mermaids. I think I've just got a couple done in here. Maybe one. This one. That was my first practice at that kind of speckled scale look. Thought I had another one. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. One green mermaid. I have Alice in Wonderland. I've done these in order, I believe. So I've got her. These I did a couple of years ago. Haven't been back to this book for a while and probably should. I think I have one more. Yep. This was a buddy colour. And then I have the Light and Dark Fantasy. Again, this is 2 books in one, so this one doesn't have doubles. I have the Medusa there. That's the eyes are pencil, the rest is alcohol marker. I'm sure I have a Red Devil in here, yep. Love how striking he turned out. That may be it for that one. The Kawaii colouring book. Again, I think I've got about one in here. Oh no, got a couple. This fun one. This was a picked palette, as was this one. And this hair is Prismacolor pencils, just for a change. Very effective, but a pain to do, to be honest. And then finally, I have their Art Nouveau. I think I've just got one done in here. Yeah, and that is it, guys. That is pretty much all of my coloured pages. You may by now have realised my Johanna Basford aren't included, and that is because I'm going to do my Johanna as a separate video by itself, because I've got quite a lot of pages in her books, so keep an eye out for that. That will appear sometime very soon. I hope this has been interesting for you guys. It was requested by a few people, so I'm sorry for the rest of you it wasn't what you wanted to see, but that is the accumulation of 2.5 years of colouring for a person that doesn't colour wonderfully quickly. But I do tend to colour a little bit each day. I get through a few pages each month, so you know, I've got a decent amount of pictures piled up by now. Thank you for watching, guys, and as always, happy colouring. I'll see you in the next one.